started.
Laminating Guru. Interesting name. Okay. D4. What have I played against D4 recently? Haven't played a Nimzo Indian in a while. Let's try to get into that. Yeah, people seem to avoid it with this knight knight f3 move. So we just get this kind of Queen's Gambit type position. And I don't know if there's a lot going on here. I like to kind of overprotect that knight so my queen is free to move. And then play c5, try and open up a bit. So this is his good bishop. So I have a simple plan here of playing a5 and bishop a6 and just trade off the good bishop, which he lets me do. And we've both been playing too fast. This is not. You should only play that fast if you're in a opening and you know the moves. And I've been improvising from about the second or third move. So I will slow down and try to think here. So this rook over here is a target. It's loose, and he can hop on this diagonal with the threat. So it's always a weakness. I have an idea of attacking with my knight here because I'm threatening to win his bishop, but he can always take my bishop. For now, I don't see a winning threat against my rook, so I'm just going to castle. Okay, so now if I take with the pawn, he takes with the knight, I take. He takes here, I take. I would rather do that than let him push. I don't like it when he pushes and this knight has no good square. And again, I don't see a tactic on this diagonal, although it's always possible. Yeah, so he took, and then he's going to take here with the queen. So now, what should I do? I have knight f6 with the tempo on the queen. And that's a good square for the knight, so I should probably just do that. And then maybe create an isolated pawn here. Is that possible? He can always take back with the knight there. Okay, so now he hit the rook. So let's keep the rook on the 7th rank. Maybe I can double up somewhere. Maybe on the C file. Knight can come in on the light squares. Let's prevent him from coming to c6. I could have considered, well, he was threatening to fork, yeah, so I couldn't have played, but now I can play this move. Couldn't have played c takes d because of the knight fork, would have been embarrassing. So, but now I've created an isolated pawn, so I have a weakness to work against. Otherwise, his structure looks pretty good. But I own the c file, so maybe I should double on the c file and play rook c7. As long as he's not threatening to win outright. If he immediately pushes the d pawn, I take it. I don't see immediate wins there for him. Knight to f7, knight to g6 are all ideas you have to think about. Okay, he just retreats, exposes the pin along this file. Let's get to the 7th rank here and harass his queen. Then I want to move my queen off of the e file here, so I'm not facing this rook. So I was thinking queen d7 and knight d5 as a possibility. His knight, however, can always hop back into His knight can always hop back into e5, hitting my queen on d7. So maybe the queen should go somewhere else. Yeah, maybe c7. It's sort of logical. Tripling on the c file. Although it takes away a retreat square for that rook. If the rook has to run for the hills, but it cannot currently be harassed. And if the knight moves, I can pick up a pawn. And I can hop into g4 here with the threat of mate. Of course, he can just take the knight right now, but maybe at some point. That's an idea. Other ideas might be knight to d5 to b4. Just trying to make this knight a little bit uncomfortable and unprotect his queen side a bit. Knight cannot go to f4, it's doubly protected. But it might go here. His knight can still jump into yes, his knight can still jump. It's interesting, he rearranged his rooks. He had them on the f file and the e file, and he moved them over one by one to the d and e files. Which is better place for those, probably, if he's not going to be pushing the f pawn. So knight b5 now, knight b4 now. If he plays knight to d5, I think that's okay. I'm protecting f7. If he takes, it does double my pawns over here. But then he's going to have to worry about protecting all of his loose pawns. And I don't have to worry about the knight hopping into these squares and destroying my king. Okay, so his queen defends and attacks. So queen to f4 hits the f2 pawn. And he has to defend with the queen. Oh, he could defend with the rook. Rook back to f1. Yeah, that's possible. And rook here attacks the d pawn, defends the b pawn. And he has trouble defending this, right? The queen can't get to a defensive square. So he pushes, yeah. Yeah, maybe this is just fine for him. So rather than take and dissolving his weakness, well, this is a bit tricky. Okay, so this maybe is not the best move. It's double-edged. I'm pushing my pawn past so that this pawn remains isolated. But the idea of rounding it up with my rooks like this. Actually, I thought he should have considered just pushing ahead to d7 there. Okay, do I have anything here? I guess he gets d7 in now. And that's forced. So yeah, that's why I was saying this is double-edged. maybe it was a mistake. Because if he can defend this pawn, then it's a strong pawn. And if I can win and if I can round it up, then I can be winning. And my king, I have my king nearby, and so in theory it can support this pawn. Help attack this pawn, I mean. Yeah, so let's defend my pawns. And see, I'm thinking queen to e6 and bringing my king to e7, but that's maybe difficult to arrange. But after queen e6, where does he go? He could play rook to rook to d6. So after rook d6, I might try e4, hitting the queen. Queen comes forward. Probably not good. Rook e6, queen a2. And then does he have a threat of... that's interesting. And so he's letting me get to e7. That's the catch. The queen can take b4 here. See, is there a way to improve here? Well, if he takes either of these pawns, then I can grab his d-pawn, which I probably should do.
Check.
Except he takes it with check. So I also have a check on b1.
Check.
I think I should come back here and keep pressure on this pawn. I don't think it's safe to take those pawns. He can play rook to the... he should play... Well, okay, he's going to let me... I have to make sure there's no check that wins that rook, but I don't see it. The check is here or here. Okay, so he's going to play with the extra pawns on the queen side, which might be a winning advantage. Or I might be able to draw this, so let's see. I shouldn't have gone there. He's just going to trade queens.
Check.
Well, maybe not, actually, but I should have evaluated that. If trading queens, I'm closer to the goal line than he is. But I think he could have moved his king inside the square here. My idea was playing here.
Check.
That was why I went to that square. So then I have this check.
Check.
And this check.
Check.
So this is a draw, because if he blocks with the pawn,
check.
I just take on f2.
Check.
So is that the third one? Yeah, queen f4 check. That's a draw.
Draw drawn.
Okay, well, I'm going to upload this. That was interesting. He probably should have beat me. So I'll take a look at that with the postmortem and see where I went wrong. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.